Alright. Here we go. This is test number 2. So apparently, apparently you can delete off of here. You can delete. You can do all that stuff. Hey, look at that. Look at that. Now this is kind of cool looking. I'm not gonna lie. This is cool looking. This is cool looking. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. That's tough. I'm gonna go outside and start my little ranting. Come on, let's go. Now you guys can finally see like a little house tour, you know what I'm saying? That's my messy room. So it's messy in here. Don't worry about it. It isn't. You wanna say something? Huh? Hey. You introduce yourself real quick to the cam? Huh? Your name is what? Huh?
Zim.
Okay. Is there any fun facts about you that we should know?
Sports.
Like what?
Football.
And what do you play? What position? What team?
Receiver.
What?
Receiver.
Huh? You have to speak up. No one can hear you. What?
Receiver.
Saver?
Receiver.
Receiver. Okay. Good job. Say hello to YouTube for me. Say hello. Can you say hello, Harvest? Okay. Good boy. That. Look at how beautiful that is. That's I want to record today out here. Look at that. That's nature right there. God's creation. Look at that. Beautiful day to be outside. But I'm gonna go eat though. So let's go. So we got cooking to eat today. Look at that. Yeah. So we got the white rice. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be fancy. It's gonna look real good. Taste real good. You know what I'm saying? Look at how delicious that is. Shout out to my dad for making this. This is great. Uh-oh, here comes trouble.
Trash. That's not garbage. More.
My parents cooked us something nice. Look at that. Delectable. Oh my god. Oh my lord, look at that. That looks...
One day in middle school. Yeah, because they were trying to jump him off 37, so when you were getting at the end, they tried to bully. They tried
This thing doesn't walk. Alright, let's walk to Robbie Hill. Let's go. I don't want to use too much of this footage. All right, we're finally outside. Now well, first of all, good evening, my harvest. You know what I'm saying? Good evening to everyone. I hope everybody's doing good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's very rare that I get to, you know, have a walk like this, you know? I got my, I wanted to use this camcorder for such a long time. Amazing. I wanted to use... She's staring at it. Anyways, I wanted to use this camcorder for a long time. I just never got a chance to because I always got like the wrong disc. Because, you know, with old camcorders from like 2007, you know, because this is my dad's. You know what I mean? It's still his. He didn't like fully give it to me, but like it finalizes. You can't rewrite it. It's kind of weird recording out here and talking. I've never done that before, but I want to be open. You know, I want to force myself. You know, I want to push myself. You know what I mean? I want to push myself to record out here. You know? So, you know, I was writing yesterday, and I recorded something on my Wattpad, which will be announced tomorrow. Yes, I want to make a whole dedicated video for that. But you know, I think that writing, I really feel like writing is my calling. You know, like, you know, when you just write, when you just do something, and it's just like it's a subconscious thing. You know, like it you don't think about it. It's just like breathing. You don't think about breathing. It's like something that comes to you. That's how writing is for me. It's like a subconscious thing. I don't think about anything that I write, to be honest. I might revise it, but like it's kind of like I do it blindly. Like it's like looking at a blank screen. Like my mind is blank, and my hand just writes or types or whatever. You know, I feel like, you know, after, you know, the breakup, I've been, you know, this was a while ago, but a while last year, but I really found myself in writing. You know what I mean? I really found myself in that way. Like it's crazy, like how much, oh, I gotta cross. He's doing gang signs. Anyways, it's crazy how much, like, you can learn about yourself when it comes to the fine arts. You know what I mean? Like, I learned so much about myself when it comes to writing, because again, it comes from the subconscious. It comes from within, the insides of my mind. When I feel something, I might want to write something happy, but my mind doesn't feel happy enough to write it. So I write something depressing or dark or something. You know what I mean? Oh, greenery. Anyway, but yeah, I feel like, where was I going with this? Yeah, so no, I just feel like writing, like I said, it comes from my subconscious. It gives me comfort to do it, honestly. Like, I feel like to translate my inner thoughts, my inner feelings, I have to write, you know? I don't go to therapy. And I know I should go to therapy. But I don't go to therapy. I don't go to therapy enough. I know I should more, but I feel like writing is its own therapy, to be honest. Like, I could go to therapy, but writing already helps me psychologically. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm confused about something, I might write it. You know what I mean? I might write it. But the thing about my writing is that I don't write exactly what I'm thinking. You know what I mean? It kind of just comes to me. Like I said, like it's from the soul. It's from the emotion. So like when I'm really might be confused about something, I might journal it, or I might make it into a story, which for some reason, I don't know why my mind goes in that direction. But like, I always kind of write stories out of my own problems. And I don't know why it does that. It just makes it's more easy to comprehend. You know what I mean? It's way easier to comprehend like a story than like actually writing what it's about. Like, just writing a story, you know what I mean? And my mind has been just so used to doing that. And that's what I gravitate towards. And during that time of hurt and of heartbreak, you know, I really turned to the pages, and it made me feel whole. It made me feel, you know, seen. Even though a lot of people at that time, I thought at least, didn't really see me. You know, they didn't really understand what I was going through. And so when I wrote, it was kind of like telling your deepest secrets in a way to somebody. What is that? Anyways, it's kind of like telling your deepest secrets to someone. You know, like when I write, it's like my subconscious is telling me my deepest secret, something that I kept buried deep inside of my mind, and it just writes it out. It doesn't It just tells me. It's like talking to myself, and that's why I always value it. I will always value writing. It's on and off, and it sucks really, because you know I really want to do it more, and I am going to do it more. You know what I mean? But like, I want to do it more. Like I want it to be kind of like YouTube, like a serious hobby, because I really do value it. Like that's one of the things that is a part of me that is I can't let go, is writing, and I can't let it go. It's truly a work of art. That's why a lot of us need to start writing our feelings nowadays, whether it be how I do it, like a story, or like a journalism. Writing can really bring out your true self, because again, writing is like your subconscious. That's what writing is. It sounds like it's going to rain, so we're gonna have to probably turn around. But yes, writing is like your subconscious. So like, I feel like a lot of us need to write, to articulate, you know, because if we don't write, then how do we articulate our feelings? That like this is what real psychological management lies. It lies in literature. It really does. Each word is its own feeling, for me at least. Every single time I write a word, every single time I write a sentence, it's its own individual story. All of them are combined to make a story, but it's its own fragmented story. You know what I mean? Like I can't really explain. Hold on, we're gonna have to turn back around. Kind of got tired of holding it the other way. This way is easier. Can't really see me. But yeah, no, I just feel like writing is like, I don't know, it's we should embrace it more. I know it's looked down upon a lot, but journalism and self-authorism, I like to call it, I guess, should be praised more, should be talked about more. Because, you know, although we have our therapists, we also have our therapists at home, which is writing. You know what I mean? I find writing again as a therapy. And that would always be one of my virtues, is writing. Because I'm good at it. It makes me a good person. I mean, if I never had writing, it's not like it's gonna make me a bad person. I'm just saying, like, it makes me who I am. You know what I mean? Without it, I wouldn't be me, you know? Even though I don't do it all the time, I might not be myself. And I come to my senses when I write, and I make it in such a way that it's like it's hard and unintelligible to others maybe, but to me, it's a form of expression. It's a form of release, you know. And when I do it, that's just that's how I see it, you know. And I never want that to end. I never want that to stop. I never want it to be something inauthentic, something metallic, lifeless. Because writing for me is not lifeless. Writing is a whole. And you know, there's another thing as well. I don't really know how to, cause I wanna turn my writing into other forms of, you know, I wanna bring it out. I wanna tell people about it. But for some reason, like, I just can't. I mean, I know why. Because it's such a sensitive, it's kind of like opening somebody's organs. That is crazy to say. It's kind of like this. It's kind of like surgically removing somebody's internal organs. Or like when you share, like I said, your darkest secret with a stranger, or with other people that you never normally talk about it with. It's kind of like that. That's how it is for me. It's kind of like opening a tomb. I can't show people that side of me yet. And I'm trying to, you know, I'm trying to make it known that I do it. You know what I mean? But usually I just don't tell people, because the things that I write are crazy. Like that food story, which is on my Wattpad, that I'd say is one of the craziest and darkest like terms that I've ever written in a story. I'm not gonna lie, and I didn't even try. That rhymed. It's just off of pure emotion and instinct. That's what it is. I literally didn't even think about it. It just happened. You know, it was just a click in my mind, and it just did it. I can't really explain. You know, like I said, it was from the subconscious. Like the little pause thing I did do right there. It's so to preserve, like, I don't want to have pauses because I'm limited on this device. But yeah, no, I want to push it out. I want people to know, you know? I want people to know about my gift. And I want to show you all of you harvest it, you know? And so I will push myself to write. But I always I didn't see it as an exploit. I didn't see it as a way to make easy money, to make easy virality. Same with music. I never seen those, or YouTube, honestly. Well, YouTube, I don't want to necessarily exploit it, but I did want to go viral in a sense, you know? But when it comes to writing and like the things that I want to do, I mean, I want to do YouTube, but you know what I'm trying to say. I don't want to exploit those things and make those things into like a job or a way of being viral. I do it off of pure emotion. That's why I don't do it as often, because I'm not often that emotional sometimes. Well, I mean, I am, but like I've gotten to a point where, well, after that whole situation, I just haven't been writing lately because my heart hasn't been in it. I haven't been emotional in a while. Not in a while. Well, yeah, in a while. This break has been very chill, you know, but I want to get back to it. You know, I want to write even when I don't want to, you know? I want to make videos even if I don't want to. I want to make music even though I don't want to. Because that's the part of growing a passion, of having a passion. Sometimes you don't have to love something to be good at it. I don't have to love being a YouTuber to be a good YouTuber. You don't have to love being, and I love being a YouTuber. I really do. I really don't see myself like ever stopping doing this. You know what I mean? Maybe over the years I might stop my momentum a little bit, but I will never quit this, because this is in itself a form of expression. Kind of like writing and music, it is a form of expression. I will never stop. This will never stop continuing to be what it is. I will be here until the day I die. When I die, my channel doesn't die. It will stay. This is a part of my legacy. It will stay alive. But you know, I got that from the Corey Kenshin, you know what I mean? I didn't get it from him, but he said that in one of his videos, and it's true. You know? Like when I will stop making videos when I die. That is just the truth. Like once I am dead, you know what I mean? But yeah, no, same with writing, same with music. I will never stop doing those things. I always revisit those. And when I think about it, all those things, I have an outlet. And I feel bad for people that don't have those outlets. You know, maybe if you don't have an outlet like that, explore it more. Maybe it could be crocheting. Maybe it could be riding your bike or something. I don't know. Visit something that, if you don't want to go to therapy, that's fine. But at least have a form of release. You can't bottle everything up. You have to release. You know, drawing, whatever it is. Release yourself. Release your vision. Because the fine arts, that is from within. The fine arts is just translated as your inner world, your inner artistic self. That is what the fine arts is, in my opinion. And so you should treat it as so. You know? Some people do it just to do it, but a lot of the time people do it as a form of releasing the toxins. You know, so. But anyway, I don't really have enough time on this thing. I just really wanted to talk about what writing kind of means to me and passion, you know. I wanted to post something for today. And then tomorrow, you'll see. I don't want to say anything too much, but you'll see. You'll see. But all right, Harvest. I love you guys. And make sure. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Anyways, make sure to drink your tea and to make sure to love yourselves. Goodbye. They seem like they're having fun.